Unit 2, Section 10.5, Worked Examples. The Hills obtain a 30-year, $144,000 conventional mortgage at a 4.5% rate on a house selling for $180,000. Their monthly mortgage payment, including principal and interest, is $729.63. They also pay 2 points at closing. Determine the total amount the Hills will pay for their house over 30 years. The total cost is going to be the down payment plus the points plus the total cost of the mortgage. To determine the down payment, we're going to take the purchase price of $180,000 and subtract the mortgage amount, and the difference is going to give us the down payment. So I'm going to take $180,000 and I'm going to subtract the mortgage amount. And so their down payment was $36,000. The points is going to be 2% of the mortgage amount, which was $144,000. Going to multiply 144,000 times 0.02. So their points were $2,880. And then finally, the total cost of the mortgage, we're going to take the amount of each mortgage payment and multiply by the number of payments that we made. And so we've got a mortgage payment of $729.63 times 12 payments per year times 30 years. So the monthly mortgage payment multiplied times 12 payments per year, and it was a 30-year mortgage. So the total amount that they've paid on the mortgage is $262,666.80. $262,666.80. And so to figure out the total amount that they paid for the house, we're going to take that total amount of the mortgage payments, add the points, and add the down payment. And so the total amount paid was $301,546.80. $301,546. Determine the monthly principal and interest payment for a 20-year mortgage when the amount financed is $285,000 and the annual percentage rate is 5%. So we can use the table to find the payment, or we can use the installment loan formula, and I'll use the formula first. So the mortgage amount is $285,000, the interest rate 0.05, 12 payments per year for 20 years. And I've put the numbers into the formula. Notice again in the denominator there's a negative exponent, and I've gone ahead and simplified that to negative 240. And in the next step I went ahead and multiplied and simplified in the numerator, and so I'm going to work my calculator on the denominator portion. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in 0.05 divided by 12 plus 1. I'm going to raise this to the exponent, and remember the exponent here was the negative 240. Now I need to subtract this from 1, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to my memory. I'm going to take 1 minus memory recall. All right, now I'd like to store this in my memory, and so I'm going to go ahead and clear my memory first and then go ahead and put this into the memory. And then I want to take the numerator, the 1187.5, and divide by that number that I just stored, memory recall. And there's my mortgage payment, $1,880.87. Now, I'm also going to use the table to do the calculations. And so they've given me a table that shows the monthly principal and interest per $1,000 of mortgage. And I'm going to look at the row for 5%, and this is a 20-year mortgage, so I'm looking right here. And that's the multiplier I'm going to use. And then I'm going to take the $285,000 because this table is given per 1,000 of mortgage, so I need to take the mortgage amount and divide by 1,000 to get 285. I'm going to multiply 285 by that quantity shown in the table. So I'm going to take the 6.59956 and multiply by 285. I'm going to take 6.59956 and multiply by 285, and I come up with the same answer, $1,880.87. The Fitzes are buying a home that sells for $182,000. The banker is requiring a minimum down payment of 15%. To obtain a 30-year mortgage at 9.5% interest, they must pay 4 points at the time of closing. Determine the required down payment, determine the amount of the mortgage on the property with the 15% down payment, determine the cost of 4 points on the mortgage. So the down payment is going to be 15% of the $182,000. Take 182,000 and multiply by 0.15. So my down payment is $27,300. And then the amount of the mortgage is going to be 182,000 minus that down payment. I'm going to subtract the down payment of $27,300. So the mortgage amount is $154,700. And then finally, I want to figure out the points on that mortgage. And the points, remember, each point is 1%. So I'm going to take that mortgage amount, which I still have in my calculator, and multiply it by 0.04. And so my points are going to be $6,180. So 6,188. The Advina's gross monthly income is $6,100. They have 18 remaining payments of $380 on a new car. They are applying for a 15-year, $132,000 mortgage at 6.5%. The taxes and interest on the house are $380 per month. The bank will only approve a loan that has a total monthly mortgage payment of principal, interest, property taxes, and homeowners insurance that is less than or equal to 28% of their adjusted monthly income. Determine 28% of the adjusted monthly income. To get to the adjusted monthly income, we need to subtract any payments that they have more than 10 remaining payments. So we're going to have to subtract that $380 from their $6,100 monthly income. So I'm going to go ahead and find their adjusted monthly income by taking $6,100 and subtracting $380. So I come up with $5,720. And then I'm going to find 28% of that. So multiply this by 0.28. Oh, do that again. So it was 5720 times 0.28. Oh, 5720 times 0.28, so 1601.60. So that represents the 28% of their adjusted monthly income. Now we need to determine the total monthly mortgage payment, including principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So I've got a principal and interest payment table in the problem, and they're doing a 6.5% mortgage for 15 years. So I look in the table, and I look on the 6.5% row under 15 years, and there's the multiplier that I'm going to use, 8.71107. And I take the $132,000 mortgage and divide by 100 to get 132. So in order to get the monthly mortgage payment, I'm going to take that multiplier from the table, that 8.71107, and multiply it by 132. And so I get a monthly mortgage payment of $1,149.86, $1,149.86. Now I still have to add in the property, the $380 for taxes and insurance. I'm going to take that monthly payment and add $380. And I get $1,529.86. So their total payment is $1,529.86. So the question is, do they qualify? So if we go back up here, we know that their adjusted income was $1,601.60, 28% of it, and this is below it, so yes, they do qualify.